Hi everyone, so welcome to our channel. Everyone is having the most curious question to the our channel. It's like how the day one like. Everybody is worrying about their day one. Exactly. Because the reason the day one is the very important because you should create an impression to your HR and your reporting manager and everyone. The main part we are always focusing to work on that things or like from the day one you from the HR you get to know what are the HR policies and to whom you want to report and what is the leave policy under this leave you'll get to know like what are the leaves. So example, sick leave, personal leave, paternity leave, bereavement leave, kind of it. So and then the about the insurance policy or new account opening, kind of it. During this COVID we are not experiencing to open an account virtually. Suppose whatever the account you do have on your hand, you are good to go ahead. And then we will be go ahead and start about from the manager, because these are the things and all you will be getting from the HR. They will showcase one PPT and they will explain. During this session that could be more interactive. Sometimes if the more joiners are there, definitely it could be very interesting. If you are one and only, then it could be the hectic for you. They come into the reporting manager. As a reporting manager, everyone is expecting always on your part is as a manual tester. We will be segregating into the two different criteria. As into the common part of the role is the quality analyst as a QA tester. So first you have to know as a manual tester what you could know that. So first how you will be preparing your test cases, that could be the very important. They will be asking you either you have to say we will be using Excel sheet. To that we have an own template in our company and we will be putting all the values and the test data, test description. I just want to list down the columns over here: serial number, test description, test data, steps to reproduce, expected result, actual result, result that could be the pass or fail, bug ID if any issues over there, and finally remarks over here. The remarks column, why we have been acted. Sometimes if you feel something to deliver about that the particular test case to someone, so you could be able to add it over here, and the test case should be very concise. Let us go to that. Nowadays what people have started using apart from the Excel, we will be having the format of test trial. In the test trial we will be putting all the test cases together and it's kind of a portal how it behaves like that. So it's the test trial. You will be getting the a detailed version in upcoming videos from us, so that the test trial could able to be the part of it and how it is going to deal on it. That could be the form of the test case preparation. And then second, what type of a methodology you have been used. So mostly nowadays we started answering like agile methodology, but in initial stages we have been used mostly with the waterfall methodology. So you should know from the waterfall methodology what are the key points to be produced, and from the agile what are the ceremonies should be there. I just want to highlight in the agile we have the ceremonies: backlog grooming, sprint zero, sprint planning, retrospective session, sprint demo. So these are the points should be there. And what is the common SharePoint you will use? It's nothing but if you are maintaining test cases or if you want to know about the more future on it out, so you have to maintain some common portal which could be used across everyone. That could be named as a Confluence. So in the Confluence everyone started writing each and every activity on that, and that could be very easier of that the part. Then comes into the part of it, the main thing of apart from this the manual testing, you will be asking about what is the project management tool you are using. Nowadays we started working with the Jira. So Jira is very common, easiest tool for us, and it could be very easier to learn about it. More and more stuff on that in upcoming video we will see how the Jira alone. And then what is the bug logging tool? Earlier we have been used to HP ALM, and that could be the licensed version. Now we started working with the Jira itself. You can say the same thing. Apart from that, we do have an option for Redmine and Greeneye. If you have an inbuilt tool for your company, you could add that too. And then comes into the part of whether you have been prepared test plan, test strategy or involved in preparation of the requirement traceability matrix, in simple we call as an RTO. That also you could say on that. Then comes into an automation testing part. They will ask what type of a framework you have been worked. Either you could say test engine or Cucumber BDD. If you have your own framework, please feel free to highlight on that. Okay, then next question could be that have you worked from the scratch of the framework? Scratch is nothing but you have to start your basement and you have to work on it out. Definitely you haven't worked, then it's fine. You will be good to go ahead on that. And then comes into the part of the important thing about like, so how do you handle your locators and what type of the locators you have been used mostly. You can say like XPath CSS selector. Under the XPath you have been used with the relative XPath. And then comes into that another thing like what type of the CI/CD tool you have been used. You just say it is a Jenkins. And what is the source code management tool you are using? You just say Bitbucket. You should say like what are the Git commands also. We have to see the next video what are the Git commands up from for it we are using on it. And then they will be asking like what is the tool you have been using for developing your code. You just say Eclipse or IntelliJ, both into that. If you are using Java, if you are going with the JS, then you should use the Visual Studio Code. So if you have a knowledge in the API, so what are the things you have been worked? You should just say REST Assured API for functional testing. And then if you are good into knowledge in the manual API, then you should say Postman. Then comes into the part of how you will be handling about the SOAP UI and the Gatling and all. You just say I just have a basic knowledge. And for a mobile test automation, if you have any idea, please feel free to say Appium or C-Test automation tool in the market, even if you are in the learning exposure. So these are the basic things they will be asking during this. So what are the automation deliverables they will be asking you as a QA, what you have to handle and how to challenge your environment. So these are the expected things from the day one. So the people will start asking you the questions from you, and you have to be started interact with your team leads and your colleague as well as your manager and with your client. So everything, if you whatever you know from your end, please whatever you know, please feel free to do every activities. That could be easier to be highlighting each and every activity whatever we are involving into that. So stay tuned on this channel, please do subscribe and get the comments. If you need anything, please post it on the comments. We will work on accordingly. And take care, we will keep you posted each and every time. Thank you, bye bye.